Hey guys, Simon here, and welcome to what I believe will be the ultimate hunter loadout guide for the King's Fall raid in Destiny 2. Today's video I'll be showing you everything I use for each encounter and break down why I've chosen each build. So if you've been wondering what to run on a hunter, or you're a warlock/titan main, I hope this video proves helpful to making your raid clears that little bit easier. And if you are a hunter main, maybe you'll find some new builds to optimize your playtime with each encounter within the King's Fall raid. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's start with the entrance. I won't be explaining how each encounter works, as there is already plenty of King's Fall raid guides out there on YouTube. If you're playing middle, then the only thing I suggest is a sniper to make quick work of the inside doors. There's not much else going on for the middle players here other than just waiting around. If you are relic gathering though, I recommend running Arc 3.0 with Stompies and Trinity Ghoul, and an Eager Edge Sword to quickly get around the map. The idea with this build is to become quickly amplified and have the speed boost active, which you can do by running around for a few seconds whilst you're amplified prior to picking up the relic. This in turn allows you to jump higher and further. The footage in the background is taken from my stream, twitch.tv/SimonInked, during our 3-man in King's Fall run, which as you can see, having the speed boost allows me to easily clear the gap from the side with the relic to the court, bypassing the need to open the doors at all. Just repeat this 6 times and then proceed through the portal into the Tomb Ship's jumping puzzle, which after you complete will lead us to our first main encounter, Totems. For Totems, I run the same Arc Hunter loadout as the entrance. Void Hunter can also work here though if you feel like you need more survivability, as this allows you to go invis by dodging or activating your quick fall ability when you are feeling overwhelmed. If you decide to run Void, then Deadfall with Orpheus Rigs is great for when you're holding the aura in later rounds to keep your adds in control and to get quick stacks of Deathsinger's power. I recommend a shotgun here for the Brand Claimer Knight. You use it to stun the Unstop Ogre as well. Trinity here to clear all the adds and to keep up your amplified so you can get your speed boost, and Eager Edge to quickly move to the totems once you have the Brand Claimer buff. A heavy machine gun such as a Corrective Measure or Thunderlord works great for this encounter if you don't have Trinity Ghoul or you're not comfortable using it. Gathering Storm Super is useful for taking out the Unstoppable quickly, as you see him spawn, just throw your super in front of the puddle, then wait for him to land before stunning him. This allows you to focus on the Brand Claimer Knight and pay no attention to the Ogre, as the super will just kill him passively. Repeat this until you are deemed worthy to face the War Priest. My War Priest loadout is all about dealing the maximum amount of damage to him with the least amount of downtime. If you have a Reed's Regret with triple tap, then I would encourage you to use that with a Stasis Revenant subclass. 4 times Font of Might and 1 Elemental Time Dilation are your mods of choice. Have either your Void Hunter or your Well Warlock run Supreme Well Maker, which spawns 3 Stasis Wells when they cast their super. With this setup you will have Font of Might for 30 seconds. Running the Fragment Whisper of Impetus will also allow you to reload by hitting the War Priest with a Shuriken if Fist Stinger doesn't proc, allowing for less downtime overall. If you do not have a Reeds, then making an Elemental Well to proc your Font of Might isn't as easy, but you still can do it. For Solar Hunter I recommend Izanagi, with a 4th times the Charm and Bait and Switch Cataclysmic. I run Golden Gun Marksman here with Star Eater skills for my exotic. Your mods will be slightly different from the Stasis build, as you will need to make a Solar Well. The mods I run are as follows: 1 melee well maker, 1 enduring wells, which allows for your wells to last 30 seconds instead of the usual 20, 2 times Font of Might, and 1 dilation. The goal of this build is to be the person to kill the knight on whatever plate you're going to be doing your damage from. Example, you're doing DPS from the middle. When the other 2 knights are dead and everyone else in your group is ready, you will lead the knight slightly off the plate and then kill him with a charged melee. This will make a solar well. Just don't pick it up yet. Once the plates have been read and the damage starts, collect your well, and you will have around 15 seconds of Font of Might, which is better than nothing at all. Once your Font of Might expires, use your super, then your Izzy, Primary, and Cataclysmic cycle to reproc Bait and Switch, and repeat until he is dead. For Void Hunter I recommend running Deadfall with the Fragment Echo of Undermining and a Vortex Grenade. The mode loadout remains basically the same, but we switch out Melee Wellmaker for Reaping Wellmaker, which allows for your next weapon kill after dodging to create a Void Well. Your linear of choice here will be the Taipan, with triple tap and fire online, and your exotic will be the Orpheus Rigs. The only difference here is that you would tether War Priest before picking up your well to maximize your font time. Repeat this until the encounter is over, and then proceed through the portal towards Golgoroth. For Golgoroth I recommend playing Void Hunter. Let's break down your build, as there's quite a lot going on here. Your mods are going to be Elemental Ordnance, which allows your nade kills to make a well, Reaping Wellmaker, Seeking Wells, which allows your wells to track to you, Font of Might, and then finally Bountiful Wells, which doubles any well you make. Our subclasses as follows: Marksman's Dodge to allow for speedy reloads, and Vortex Grenades to apply debuffs and proc volatile rounds during ad clear to make light work of all the adds as they spawn. Deadfall Tether for ad control whilst in the damage phase as well. Our aspects are Vanishing Step and Trapper's Ambush, with the fragments I run being Echo of Remnants so our nades last longer, Echo of Undermining so that we can apply a debuff to Golgoroth, and Echo of Invincibility so we can proc those volatile rounds during ad clear like we just talked about. Our exotic armor of choice for this encounter is going to be the new Hunter chest piece, Vulcan's Hubbub, which is a 35% weapon boost after leaving invisibility for 6 seconds. Our weapon loadout is Arbalist, Funnel Web, and a Type Hand again. So a full damage phase will look like this. You activate Quick Fall into the first pull to proc your invisibility. Once damage starts, by charging your linear fusion rifle, you will leave invisibility. Therefore, you will have your 35% buff for 6 seconds. Dodging the reload will make you invis, thanks to our aspect, and therefore proc Vulcan's perk again. On the second orb, tether the floor between yourself and Golgoroth and then repeat the damage cycle from the first orb again. Orb 3, throw a grenade of Golgoroth's feet and dodge into the pool. If your nade didn't kill anything to make a well, you can kill one of the ads to get a void well thanks to Reaping Wellmaker. It will track to you thanks to Seeking, which in turn will give you Font of Might. If your nade got a kill, then just proceed with a normal DPS loop. On orbs 4 and 5, use Arbalist if you run out of heavy ammo. That's as simple as it is. Repeat this as many times as you need to. It should be an easy 2-phase, if not a 1 and done. Proceed through the jumping puzzle, and then that will lead you to the Daughters encounter. This encounter is pretty straightforward in terms of the builds. I run Arc Hunter with Stompies, same as the entrance, simply because of the speed boost you can get by jolting the first knight. Weapon loadouts is an Arbalist for quickly taking out the knights on the plates, a Scout for snipers that spawn behind each plate, and our heavy will be the Hothead, which is unfortunately no longer obtainable. If you don't have a Hothead, just run Galahorn. Replace your Arbalist with a primary sniper. This isn't a hard encounter at all. If you're running Arc Hunter with Hothead, you can run Elemental Ordnance and throw a grenade at the ads just before the damage starts to get yourself an Arc Well. Combine this with 3 times Font of Might and 1 Dilation to get 20 seconds of Font of Might, which is a full damage phase basically. Then just rinse and repeat for second Daughter. Once you have defeated the Daughters of Oryx, run to the back or front of the room, depending on what side of the fence you sit on, and claim your loot. Then prepare yourself to face the Taken King. And that brings us to the final encounter of the King's Fall raid, and nearly to the end of the video. If you've made it this far and found this guide helpful, please consider sharing it with your friends to make your future raids runs a little bit smoother. I really do appreciate all the support. Now it's time to slay a king. For your build, you want to be on Solar Hunter with Marksman. Star Eaters is our exotic of choice, and this is basically the same Solar Hunter build I explained earlier for War Priest. Izanagi, a Scout, and Bait and Switch Cataclysmic. Melee Willmaker, 3 times Font of Might and 1 Dilation. Do the encounter as you normally would, then on the last rotation before you go to detonate, throwing Knife of Thrall in the middle to make yourself a Solar Well, or have one of your teammates make you a Solar Well. For damage phase, proc Radiant by dodging using your Acrobatics dodge. Pop Golden Gun, and then do your Izzy and the Scout into Cataclysmic's Bait and Switch cycle for the remaining damage. Repeat for however many phases you need, before you know it, you will be a Kingslayer. Go claim that sweet raid loot. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it makes your future King's Fall raid runs faster and smoother. If you want to see me make one of these videos for both Warlock and Titan, let me know in the comments below. And if there's any other builds you suggest, leave them below as well, and I'll be sure to give them a try. Until next time guys, remember you can find me at Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. The link will be in the description below. Take care and thanks for watching. Peace.